You are listening to episode 8 of the Romance Class podcast. This is a reading from romance novel Finding X by Filipino author Miles Tan. It's available as an ebook on Amazon and other retailers and in print by ordering from the author. Links to purchase the book will be included in the show notes. In this excerpt, Rachel Coates will be reading as main character Carlisle and Gio Gahol will be reading the role of Matteo. This was recorded live during the Filipino ReaderCon held at the De La Salle University in Metro Manila.
Carlisle Santiago is through with men. After the devastating end of a 7-year relationship, she's trying to put her life back together. What she doesn't know is that she is the subject of the patient and methodical observations of blue-haired scientist Matteo Villegas, who just wants to find love himself. She must decide whether she's ready to give love another shot or if this is doomed to be one failed experiment.
Finding X
by Miles Tan.
Let's go? She asked, when she turned to him with that ready smile of hers.
No, we can wait if you want to.
He told her.
I'm not in any hurry. It's still raining a bit anyway.
Carlisle shook her head and walked forward, one step ahead of him towards and through the lobby doors, only to stop and learn that the rain had taken a turn for the worse. The car was just parked nearby, but it still meant running through the rain with a shared umbrella. He opened the umbrella and held out his hand for her package.
I can get the car myself and bring it over here. That way you won't get wet.
No, she quickly said, as if scandalized at the thought, and her hand reached for his arm. You don't have to do that. You're not my driver. She seemed to grit her teeth before letting go of her hold. She looked out towards the rain to the car.
It's not too far.
Annoyed and feeling helpless, she reached for his umbrella and urged him to share it.
All right,
he said, holding the umbrella over her, unperturbed. He stepped a little behind her so they could fit under it. Then, when she was sure she was covered, they made a run for the car. They ran in the rain, and the water splashed at their feet at the hem of their pants. When they reached the car, she even nudged the umbrella towards his side of the car. Somehow, despite her protests, he maneuvered her towards her side of the car instead and opened the door for her. She shook her head, but she got in anyway. When Matteo finally got inside the car, slightly drenched, but okay, they both realized they wouldn't be going anywhere soon. The rain was too strong and they could barely see outside the windshield. At this realization, she winced. Sorry about that. It was a dark and stormy night. She hoped the night wouldn't end like a bad horror film.
Well, you don't have to apologize.
He told her.
Yeah, you didn't make it rain. I think I have an extra shirt in here somewhere that you can use to dry off.
He twisted towards her so he could reach into the back seat. No, it's okay. I'm not the one who's drenched, she said. It's better if you get changed.
Yeah, sorry.
He said sheepishly, even if he was dripping inside his own car.
This won't take long.
When he tried to feel around the back seat for the gym bag, in that awkward position, to Carlisle he felt too close. She saw how his Adam's apple was prominent, how his collarbones peeped from the collar of his wet polo shirt. She cleared her throat and looked away. When he finally got the handle of his bag, he lifted it up to him in front.
Sorry, watch your head.
He told Carlisle, narrowly hitting her with the bag. He balanced it on his lap and then fumbled with the zipper. Here, let me take that for you, she offered, holding out her hand for the bag as soon as he got his shirt out.
No, it's okay. I can manage.
Matteo insisted. He tried to hurry things along, leaning forward to tug his wet polo shirt from his jeans. But he accidentally leaned too hard and a loud beep on his car horn disturbed the silence.
Oh, shh!
He nearly swore, moving back quickly. Loud laughter filled their small enclosed space. She was shaking her head, arms hugging herself, leaning close to the door. She was laughing so heartily there were tears in her eyes. I'm sorry, She tried to apologize, but she couldn't stop laughing. She wiped tears from her face. Come on. Let me get that bag, she said as she yanked the gym bag from his lap to her own. I won't look, she added. He grinned in embarrassment.
I'm sorry, I really do know how to change my shirt.
She said she wouldn't look. but she did. One eye open, one eye closed. And she liked what she saw. He pulled on a lever to adjust his seat. With the extra space, he finally finished changing. He managed to shrug out of the damp polo shirt before tugging on his faded black shirt over his head. He wasn't packing heat, but he was fit. He wasn't fully defined, but he was toned and surprisingly a bit tan, which really wasn't apparent when he wore his formal shirts. Doing field work must have helped him in that regard, and it suited him well.
Done.
He announced, as soon as he got his shirt suitably pulled down. She opened her eyes ceremoniously before turning to look at him. She nodded and gave him a thumbs-up sign. "Good job," she said in a serious tone, but her eyes were lit up. If only she knew why she was giving her approval.
Thank you for listening to our excerpt from Finding X. We hope you enjoyed it, and please check out the book. Subscribe to our podcast to hear more romance novels written by Filipino authors. Visit romancepodcast.com to find out more about what we do, and romanceclassbooks.com to find more of our books.